What's up, everybody? For the record, Garrett just left to get a hat.
Oh man.
How we doing, everybody? What up, Delta,
What up?
Generations, Elijah, bunch of familiar faces. What up, Pete?
Oh yeah. Oh, Emil, what's up, bro?
Yeah, this is an all-time live streaming week. We'll see if we can keep the momentum going.
Have you done it every day?
Oh, I've missed one. I've missed one day in the last month.
That's
Damn.
insane.
I'm going the whole rest of the year too. I'll take off Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas, but every other day I'll be in the trenches.
Bang.
Cool. Yeah, what up, G-Body?
There it is.
Cool. What up, everyone? By the way, guys, so with Black Friday approaching, Warner and I are holding what we're calling the Q4 sprint, basically to help everyone who's a beginner make your first sales prior to Q4. How we're kicking that off is a free live training next Wednesday. So make sure you get registered for that if you haven't, so we can break down step by step, remove all the excuses right there. Make sure you get registered for that link in the description.
Bang. It'll be super fun. Let us know what questions you guys got. We're hanging out here for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I don't actually know.
Miles, clutch timing on the repricer video. Yeah, guys, go check out the B-Kill video I posted today as well. The guys hooked it up with the giveaway and such, so make sure you watch that right there. What up, young Garrett? Yeah, people were chirping us in the comments of the 2 days ago stream too.
About what?
Well, one dude was chirping Billy. So like not really.
That's easy though.
That's a given. Yeah. What I liked was that like those streams have been getting views like double the normal streams.
Dude, I can't stand those streams.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, damn. Like,
5 people streams.
Yeah, that's
like,
insane.
the banter's off the charts, right there. Sweet. So cool, guys. Let us know what questions you guys got, and any wedding tips, anything like that. You just let us know. we need all the married men in here giving Garrett tips on how to live a life.
Wealthy and happy life.
That's funny. Yeah, asking about Halloween. It's probably too late to source Halloween products if you're asking about it right
Yeah.
now. What, we got like 10 days? Yeah.
There's probably opportunity at like Home Depot, Lowe's, something like that.
Like RA stuff, yeah, but it's too late for anything online.
Yeah.
But even still, like if you think about it, people probably aren't just now decorating their house for Halloween.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? The string of the Rise and Grind shirts on Twitter today was sick.
Dude, that was insane. That's the biggest one I've seen so far.
Yeah. What I think we'll do is I'll probably post that like every Thursday or something. And just like I might set an alarm and do that every Thursday because
It was easy, like 15,000 views, like easy.
Yeah.
Pete got over 10 orders in the past 24 hours too.
Damn. He needs to put that on Amazon.
Yeah, people are low key, so get the organic.
There's
traffic.
probably higher margin off though.
Oh, well, I don't know what Etsy fees are. Yeah, and the print on demand list.
See, look, Mark got his.
Yeah, exactly. Just ordered my Rise and Grind shirt. Yes, sir. What did I miss? Bro, Potato, where have you been? Yes. Garrett?
What up, Potato?
What up?
It is happening.
Yeah, so, applications are open, right? Use DM myself or at Pete Slips on Twitter.
Yeah, Pete, you are right. That is going to end in a cease and desist.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, for real, yeah.
If he gets big enough on Etsy, it's coming regardless.
Yeah.
Should you request payouts as frequently as you can? Yeah, every time. Yeah, it's Monopoly money until it's in your account. Even if it's Amazon account balance, it's still Monopoly money.
The
Yes.
Mod logo had me weak. And then someone said the authenticity was coming.
Oh, that was hilarious. Yeah, by my boy Zero Day.
And then someone had the A+ banter with the authenticity or the IP.
I think it was Dan, yeah.
Question: what do you do? What to do when order canceled by supplier? Love you stuff, Miles. A couple things. If it's an OA, you gotta try. You gotta work your way around it, whether it be a gift card, PayPal, Apple Pay, Google Pay, all the above. Change order quantities, change shipping address. Any or all of those will work. Combination the better, and something will work.
Oh, by the way, too, we announced in secrecy that we're doing a Buy Box Bandits Rise and Grind collab for Black Friday. If he's interested, we could do an FDA roadmap Rise and Grind collab too.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
That's fine.
He's just gonna be breading off all the collabs.
It's gonna say FBM season, and then it's gonna be like Buy Box Bandits X Rise and Grind.
The thing is, like, no one wants to do the work of like organizing it and putting it together. But
No, Pete will do it. No, Pete will do it. I think it would take like 5 minutes, and then we'll just sell it through the. Do you see the Pete flips on? How can we get our payouts faster than every 2 weeks? Yeah, deductive reasoning. So the more you sell, eventually after a couple months of consistent sales, they're going to give you daily payouts, which are super helpful.
Yep.
But even still, like, unless I'm tripping, that doesn't like necessarily. If you track $1, that doesn't speed up that process, right? It's just you're still going into account reserve. You're still going through that process. The money isn't necessarily speeding up. You're just getting money more frequently.
Yeah, that's how it works.
So one young intellectual Amazon seller asked me the other day, what is Chad scaling? You guys have a good definition for that?
Nick, you gotta tap Nick Spizak on the shoulder for that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
That's gonna be a Twitter video for tomorrow. The leaving office on a Friday, vibes would be high. What's the reason you don't recommend tactical arbitrage? I think it's just outdated, man. I don't necessarily think it's super beneficial. It's just essentially like casting a very, very, very wide net, right? So if you're in the middle of the ocean, you cast a blind net, you're hoping you might catch something, you may not, right? But the more strategic your sourcing is, the better, right? That's why we talk about manual sourcing, very pinpointed over a specific brand or a site, and reverse sourcing. Obviously, you're starting in a warm area, whether it be a smart seller, whether it be a brand or a site or things like that. And so just generally speaking, the more strategic your sourcing is, the more valuable, the higher conversion, the more money you'll make. And tactical arbitrage, from what we know from tactical arbitrage, isn't a very pinpointed way to source.
Will Keepa's variation tab tell you how much a specific variation sells? If not, how can you tell? So it's going to give you a really good idea on how much each one sells by the ratings tab. It's going to give you a percentage of how many ratings that has across the whole listing. So if it's like 25%, you can assume that's going to be 25% of the sales.
Oh, Dylan, where are you right now?
Oh, this is like the recording area. This is like where I do my podcast and stuff. This is the nice setup.
It looks like pillows glued to your wall.
This is like my dad's like recording area.
Yeah, that's like legit.
This.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You need the light up Sawyer Soul sign though, that's for sure.
That's true. Yeah.
Dude, you know what the sick sign is? Mundo Amazon.
Yeah, man.
So sick. Him and Watch Me Amazon.
It was his birthday the other day, yeah. He's in Miami too. It was a year ago, like yesterday, that I went to his warehouse.
Does Larry still put out content? I haven't really seen him around.
Some political takes, and then here and there. But what up, Black? What's the sauce getting ungated at Jordan's? Okay, 7 minutes and 45 seconds. That's not bad. It's about average. Same thing as every other ungate, man.
I think we had 19 minutes the other night, right? Wasn't it?
No, that was a minute ago, but that was a record.
Yeah, I think 19 minutes is the highest I can remember.
Yeah, yesterday we didn't even hit 3 minutes. It was like 1 minute yesterday.
But that
That's
was
all right. That's all right.
Yeah, it was a younger crowd. We had Steven on there, like crazy things happen.
Once upon a time we were in chats or in somebody's DMs asking how to get ungated as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the circle of life.
Yeah. Some of these are getting a ton of love.
Somebody's asking, getting order cancels when you're purchasing. Yeah, Delta. So like the quick things to do: PayPal, gift cards, and jig your address. Those are like the easy ones. Catch all email. Maybe I'd add to that list as well. Try those. Those are like the typical ones.
That selfie got 13,000 views.
Is that just from a particular brand? So it's both. They're different. Category, you'll need to submit pictures. Brand is typically just an invoice, but you can use one for the other. Right, so if you get, say, McCormick, right, that's like the seasoning or salt or whatever, you can use that for the McCormick ungate as well as the grocery ungate.
That might hit the Seller Amp seed oil alert though, so I would steer clear of that.
Can you imagine? It says SO on the alert.
That would be the funniest thing ever.
Bro.
Y'all make sure that y'all get.
Yeah, let's waste a bunch of dev time building a seed oil detector.
I don't know. Sorry, do you have a better answer for that? Cashback on Nike? They said it was a reseller.
I've heard it happens more on Rakuten. Like if you're buying 5 quantity of the same item, same size, they're pretty much going to just flag it every time. I heard Top Cashback's a little bit better, but it's been tough recently with Nike.
Oh, this is a really, really good question. Let's go around the horn with this. Advice on going deep versus wide for beginner sellers. So my take on it is just getting started, you're so much better served to cast a very wide net, right? Go very thin on a lot of products because you don't necessarily know what's good. You don't necessarily know what's bad. So you don't want to put too many eggs in one particular basket. But inevitably, just from a pure volume perspective, if you buy 20 different products, one of those is probably going to be really good, right? It'll earn that sort of replenishment, and that's where your business is going to stack on itself early, right? So you want to go 5, 10 deep across a lot of different SKUs until you build that confidence and fluency within the data to kind of suggest and gain that understanding of what's a really good product. Because in my mind, one of the biggest compounding factors, one of the biggest scaling factors in this business is the knowledge to go really, really deep on something that's good, right? We've all been there, right? Where we take advantage of a good product, a good situation, but just not enough. Whether it be a BOLO, whether it be a seasonal item, you just never go deep enough. And that understanding, I think, develops over time.
Bang. I mean, I think that's just the correct answer. There's no reason
Yeah.
to go.
So jig your address means change it up to avoid order cancel. So like add like an apartment number or like change ST to STR or STREET, STRET. You get funky with it, you know. You get a little jigging. How do you forecast demand for December FBM rush? You don't. You wait for something to sell well. You look at your Amazon seller app and realize that all along, Uncle All Out Amazon and Cousin Filter Miles were right, and then you buy more, and then you run the same play, right there. No need to forecast for demand. Just when something does great, buy more. When something doesn't do well, find new stuff.
And that's trying to finish that point, right? That's why Miles is harping on so much FBM. It's right because you really speed up that feedback loop. Because what we don't want for it to happen for you guys is you to find a really good product, send it in the Amazon, FC transfer, all those things, and then 4 weeks later you realize it's a good product because the data suggests so. But the alternative is, especially as you're new, gaining confidence, you send something, you sell something FBM, and now you have that feedback in 2 or 3 days. And now you can go back and take advantage of the same sales, same stock, et cetera, whatever the case may be. But you gain 2, 3, 4 weeks of validation time. And that's like the real delta that really is going to speed up your money-making processes if this is your first Q4.
Yep.
Best sourcing method starting ads reverse. Yeah. That's not what you just answered, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was tripping for a second. Yeah. So it's kind of a sliding scale, Sam. Reverse is the easiest. Then you can like keep a product finder, like softwares, that kind of stuff is in the middle, and then just straight manual looking right at the sale you're looking at is kind of the hardest way to do it. So the more of an expert you are at a category, the more you should be towards like the manual sourcing end of that sliding scale.
Yep.
Dude, the purple sweater with the purple light in the background goes so hard.
Oh shit, we got Cousin Wi-Fi Astronaut. Wi-Fi Astronaut's supposed to be handing out buckets right now, but he is not.
Do you suggest auto pricing program? If yes, which one is better to have? I think you were probably referring to the Amazon pricing program, which we probably would not recommend. Just go with VQuil. It's like it's like $100 a month. And it's going to pay for itself several times over.
Yeah, there's a $25 a month version too. And then Warner and I both have tutorials. I actually posted one today if you want the breakdown. Getting going with that. Favorite club in Miami? Oh, we got an op in the chat. I'm not letting you know the spots there.
Are there any
clubbing, but like, you know, the best gelato place, best taco place.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have the clubs. You don't have a club Rolodex. You got like the pizza restaurant Rolodex.
Yeah, pizza. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pizza restaurant in Brickell. Yeah.
Miles, DC Pie or Mr. 01? Which one's better?
Whoa.
You're making him leak here.
Names. We're throwing crazy. I don't know what either of those places are.
I love the idea that Miles will gatekeep a pizza restaurant, but not like all the stuff that we've put out on YouTube. Like,
see now here, this guy's got a big brain right here. This guy's got a big brain right there. Yeah. Right here, this guy's got a big brain.
At some time in Miles' residency in Miami, he will get on the sandwichery vibe. He's not there yet.
See, we're just throwing out like crazy, we're throwing out crazy names right now. Can I cut seed oils out of my diet? Yes, and you should. Your skin will start to get beautifully clear. You'll stop getting sunburned.
It's just so funny because through the camera, your skin looks so red.
No, I'm beautifully fucking tan.
No, I know, but I saw you on camera one day, and I saw you in person the next, and like I don't know, you still look sunburned.
Wait, no, we'll get the good lighting.
Wi-Fi, you're right. Talking tacos is very, very good.
Yeah, you're telling me that sunburn? You're out of your mind.
Got threatened with an IP complaint from a replan. Was the best next move to stop it? Do you have an actual IP complaint, or did they send you like a buyer message? If you didn't get an actual IP complaint, then business as usual.
David, I don't have a personal IG, but I'm assuming you're asking for like my Instagram. It's all Amazon. Twitter too.
Chad Tan. Yeah, I mean, we're seeing Pickle Rick evolve in real time. He 4X he 4X his Twitter following yesterday.
That profile picture. He's a business. Do you guys suggest FBM or FBA for a listing with no buy box?
Ooh, FBM. It depends how quick it sells and if other people are FBM it though.
Yeah.
I'm usually not a big fan of listings with no buy box. Like if it's been inconsistently without a buy box, I'm not a big fan of it.
But when you're a new seller, you take what you can get.
That's
You know
true,
what I
yeah.
mean? You know what I mean? As long as the price isn't shooting down, you take what you can get.
The thing is, though, and Corey actually put a tweet about this today, and it's a good point, right? If you ever come across a listing that's 100% merchant fulfilled and you have an FBA offer in hand, what was that? You can
Miles is watching a video or something.
You don't have to. Don't feel the need to price with the market if you have a superior offer. If you have an FBA over FBM, Amazon will probably give you the buy box $5 to $10 potentially over what the market is, just simply because they're rewarding you because you're using their service. So keep that in mind. It's not going to happen very frequently. Most times, if you see a market that's 100% merchant fulfilled, it's probably going to be like a meltable and non-meltable season. It's probably going to be like a hazmat, dangerous goods, that sort of thing. But if you do come across a listing that you can FBA and the market's FBM, it's a good opportunity to make some extra money.
Yeah, it can also bring the buy box back a lot of time. Sometimes they just wanted a faster shipping speed.
Yeah, big time.
Ooh, good point.
Derek, did you get it through customer messages or did you get like a cease and desist in the mail or something?
Yeah, if you get a letter, like the thicker the packet you get in the mail, the more serious you should take it.
Yeah.
If it's like if it's a one pager, it's usually an ignore. If it's a thick piece of, just sell out.
Yeah.
If it's a buyer message, then no response needed. Business as
Yeah.
usual.
Pete, I'm pretty sure he's had a Twitter the entire time. He's just been chilling in the shadows.
I like the evolution of like they come in the stream with like their first name or like a burner account, then we get the first name, last name, then we get the Amazon. Right there.
Growing, see, all these people are just growing up in front of our eyes. It's
Low key, actually. Like
maturing in front of us. I blocked listening due to an IP complaint. I live in Canada. I'm planning to sell them on eBay. Could advise any fulfillment center to work with. Fulfillment center, you can't really pick and choose that sort of thing. It's not how Amazon works. But if you're getting IP complaints, yeah, it's eBay. I don't know if you have Facebook Marketplace up there, but yeah, some other medium that should sell it.
Do you recommend sourcing off of eBay? Kind of related question. Reading a thread about being hard to fight IP complaints. Yes, it is very hard to fight IP complaints. So I've done eBay to Amazon, but it's always been used. It's like books and media and that kind of stuff. I would not try to flip from eBay at scale.
Do they accept the eBay invoices?
I doubt.
No.
Yeah,
And
that's
what I
definitely
actually heard from my account health guys is even if you buy like from like Adidas official eBay store, they're not going to accept it for like an Adidas invoice, that kind of thing.
Interesting.
Oh, Miles, give us the live play. Nick's
Yeah.
oh, it just dropped. It just dropped for the day.
Let's drop.
Yeah, give us the live play.
See what we got.
What is
server is nothing more than a computer that's out on the internet that is going to forward your traffic. So in a corporate setting, you may have a proxy server to monitor employees that are going onto the internet. In an online arbitrage business, you can use proxy servers because you can place them anywhere in the United States or abroad to help avoid, as one use case, to avoiding cancel. Proxy server.
The
Little
Phillies-
nugget. Yep. Little nugget right there. Back to it. Yes, sir. Said, what is it? What is a loop? what is a loop? Is a tip from your favorite guru. It's an opportunity your boy texts you. It's something. It's a nugget of information you found deep in a Discord channel. You had to work hard to get invited to.
It's a relationship. As a beginner, you think Nike, Adidas outlets and Legos are enough to focus on, live in Houston, and get 4 Nike outlets. Oh, that's huge.
Yeah, that's plenty.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. I mean, and no cap, you can make 6 figures a year if you just pound. All right, and that's especially with the volume that you have there. You can make a pretty significant living just doing that.
Nick Spizak _. Come on, Elijah, though. You've been around for a while. That's got to be an easy one right there. Cool. 0 out of 10, no rise and grind. I'm going to quote to you. 0 out of 10, no rise and grind t-shirt.
You're not wearing it to work.
Yeah.
Where's he needs Rise and Grind suits he can wear to work.
Well, I mean, we're working on that. We got to get the collabs out first.
Then you got the button-ups, polos.
True. Hats would be a vibe too, actually.
As a beginner, do you think Nike, Adidas outlets, and Legos are enough to focus on? I would not focus on Lego as a new seller. The other two can be good, and especially if you got 7 outlets near you, then run it up at those outlets. Then you'll get to like 5 or 10K off just that, and then start to dabble with some OA off what you're learning.
Lego offer counts have been getting ridiculous recently. I saw some last year that had like 500 sellers on some
They broke the
Christmas
listing
Legos.
too.
Yeah,
No one-
like
no one-
destroyed it.
Yeah, we were trying to get it to 1,000. It was like 880. It got to 880.
Damn.
It was still profitable after a few people sold out, though. Like, it's the insane part. It was moving.
When you decide if you should sell a product, if Amazon is on the listing. So it's all depending on the listing, right? There's going to be several different opportunities where Amazon may be sharing the buy box, right? And so it take the overall listing, tweak overall velocity, and kind of solve for what they're giving up. Whether it's 20% they're not selling, 30%, 40%, however much of that buy box they're not owning, that's the part that you should be concerned with, right? If it's 5% that they're giving up on a listing that moves 2,000 times, that may be more interesting, right, than if they're giving up 30% on a listing that sells 100 times, right? So take into consideration how much Amazon is giving up in terms of the buy box, how much competition is competing for that percentage that they're giving up on the buy box, and then kind of go from there. Got to get the fitted going. I don't know what that's referring to.
The hat.
What are the purchasing limits at the Nike outlet? So you're able to get 5 per SKU and 30 items total per person.
So you need bodies. That's my
yeah.
favorite reselling term of all time.
Bodies.
Bodies.
Bodies and bricks. Those are the 2 best ones.
If you pull up with like 5 heads, are they really going to let 5 heads come out with 30?
I've done it 100+ times with
Oh,
them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Bodies.
I just wait and see if they actually file or just send an invoice. Was that about the IP stuff? I've actually never beaten an IP complaint. So I am not the best person to answer that.
Bro said Peter's charging tax on shipping, but he's got the buy box, so he does what he wants.
What are bricks? So bricks are just profitable items that are not like hyped up or like a exclusive item.
That was all right. Like that was off the cuff, like the best way I could possibly describe it. Yeah.
Anytime there's an outlet question or a sneaker question, Sawyer, so
Yeah.
it pops up a little bit.
Yeah.
Facts. Fitted, yeah, hat. Come on.
Best account real estate service for Section 3.
Tweet a ton at the Amazon Seller Help Twitter account. DM them a lot, and they'll escalate it for you.
Which is insane that's where we're at on Amazon.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's like the best practice is to just tag all of us and have all of us retweet it. And then
I
somebody-
got the homies getting the ungates pushed through from the Amazon Seller Help Twitter account too.
Wow.
For anyone on stream, yeah.
That's the funniest thing. With eBay, with eBay, does ending listing and relist similar kill the Google search link? I have no idea.
You're overthinking it. Like if stuff should be flying on eBay. Same thing with Amazon, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I assume if you're dealing with that, you have a bunch of stuff in your store. Just lower your prices automatically. There's a setting that lets you do that. That's what you should do if you're liquidating returns on eBay.
Who's the biggest eBay seller right now? Is it the West Coast Goods guy? You think? It has to be, right?
Could be.
I know he makes a bunch of money on there. I don't know a lot of big eBay sellers, honestly. Like I really don't.
I know a couple from the sneaker days. But
Yeah.
Back in the day, like the eBay and Amazon communities used to be way closer when it was way smaller.
Yeah.
Like on Instagram, and there's no eBay community on Twitter. There's a
Not
huge
at all.
Amazon community on Twitter. There used to be a huge eBay, like reselling used to be a thing, and then COVID like made it go to the moon. So I think these different dialects popped up.
There's a lot of eBay people on Instagram.
Yeah. Oh,
'Cause it just it's better like visual content.
yeah. Oh, because you can show the items you sell.
Yeah.
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 How big? If you had to quantify, how big do you think the Amazon community is on Twitter? Price is Right style. You can't go over. You have to be under.
Well, are we counting lurkers? Are we counting people that actually sell? Like,
Actually sell.
oh, 10,000.
I was gonna say 10,
Yeah,
15.
10,000. Yeah.
Somewhere
that's
around there. It could be high. It could be close. It could be more. If you're counting lurkers, it's probably closer to 20 or 30, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
That
actually
check it often. Yeah.
that check it often that actually
Yeah.
sell. Yeah, something like that.
Sawyer, are you more of an RA guy? I used to be heavily into RA, but I haven't been doing any of that for like the past year or so.
Wi-Fi, come up.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, are you guys Lincoln?
That was the first I knew he was landing in Philly.
Oh,
Was it? Where are you? San Diego, somewhere out west. San Diego, not LA. I think it was San Diego.
Yeah, he was in San Diego. I've been talking to him today.
He's
Oh,
just
Joe was?
chilling
Oh,
over there.
cool. All right, cool. Yeah, go to Fogo. Yeah, go to Fogo.
Yeah.
Bring you a cheesesteak. That's legendary. Hey Garrett, I landed an hour and a half. Will you pick me up and give me a cheesesteak?
Bro talking to Garrett like he's the BA.
Father Joe hitting up Garrett for the cheesesteak on live.
Oh, that's lit that he changed his name too. Yeah.
San Diego, yeah. So do you see more returns on OA or RA when starting off?
Don't worry about returns if you're starting off, but it's
Yeah.
type of product.
I don't know. It's kind of tough to say. I'd say it's pretty equal.
Because it's the same types of items you're buying for the most
Yeah.
on the plane now. Damn. So dude's like, I'm sure the people on the plane are clamoring to get a view of the stream too.
Yeah, they're begging to put it on the aux.
Facts. What is RA? So RA means retail arbitrage, which is going in store. I'd encourage you to go to intro-to-amazon.com. I have this like full 50-page walkthrough of kind of all the terms and everything. And then also register for the free class Warner and I are hosting next Wednesday, which you do completely for free for the Q4 sprint at the link in the description.
When sourcing, good to use SellerAmp, Keepa, and the revenue calculator. You shouldn't need to use the revenue calculator. Your SellerAmp does all that for you. And it's way faster than the revenue calculator.
My mom created an Amazon FBA account like a year ago, never sold anything, hasn't logged into it since. Am I still at risk of multiple account violation? Yes, you are, especially if it's at the same address. Definitely should call Amazon and let them know that there is an inactive account, or I would just honestly sell on her account to be safe.
Bro said, what's a Q4? The fourth quarter of the year, my friend. Intro to Amazon.com. Intro to Amazon.com right there. Read the whole free guide right there.
I'm on month 3, had my best month, but get absolutely hammered with the trips. All right, so this is something we talk about a bunch, right? And so first and foremost, it's important to acknowledge some of the higher returned items: shoes, sports bras, women's compression shorts, like a lot of the very niche comfort clothes. Those would naturally get returned more. How do we deal with them? It's not necessarily we completely turn away from those. It's we have to account for them. Right. So what I would say is take your expected margin, whether it be 13, 15%, whatever your business threshold is, double it or triple it. Right. So it's not, okay, I'm going to say yes to a 15% margin shoe. I'm going to say yes to a 30%. Right. So you just have to be a lot more specific with your criteria when you're looking at those types of items. Right? That's going to account for obviously the prolonged cycle of your money. And also some of the dead cap hits that you're inevitably going to find where shoes get returned and they're not returnable or not sellable, those sorts of things. But especially as a beginner, there's so much opportunity in shoes and clothing, right? Because there's so many variations.
Yeah.
You find one shoe's a size of a shoe, you ultimately then that leads you to 6 or 7 other ones, right? So it doesn't make sense to completely just ignore those items. However, we have to account for them, right? Because if you know it's going to happen and you don't make changes to it, then you're just ignorant.
I love the roadmap program. Helped me a lot. Thanks, Adrian. Glad you like it. Don't list items that have the 5885 generic code, unfortunately. What other hobbies do you guys have besides reselling? How do you manage your time with work? Personal, I found having a schedule is really helpful. I like sun maxing, exercising, playing basketball, and learning new business stuff.
It's a fact that exercising makes you more wealthy. 100% fact.
It's a fact. Yeah, well, people treat you better when you look better.
Yeah.
Also true.
Also use Todoist. Whoever was asking, just general business. You can set reminders for future days. It's like a to-do list that has a lot more customizable options.
Cool.
Makes me a lot more money.
Halloween costumes are tough, man. I don't know. I've never really Yeah.
Me
Yeah.
neither. I avoid that at all costs.
Squeeze the wealth. Squeeze the wealth elsewhere. You behoove
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
returns are like literally like over 20% on Halloween costumes. It's
Yeah.
insane. I saw somebody who like used to sell or maybe never really sold that much. He was just like pushing education, talking about I've never had a Halloween costume returned. You should just go sell Halloween costumes. It's like, well, you probably didn't actually try to sell them then.
Wait till November 1st, I'm sure.
Yeah.
What is a healthy amount of time a beginner should be working on their Amazon store as much as possible? Whatever you like, it depends how important it is to you and everything, but you'll learn best as much as possible. Okay, hey, say hi. All right, this guy just walks in and like, yeah, get over here.
Is Danny breaking into the apartment?
Well, he has a key, but yeah.
It is an app, yes, Jerry. Corey put me on, so I'll give full credit to Corey, but it is very useful.
What happened?
Especially if you have multiple businesses, you got a 9 to 5 to balance, that kind of stuff.
What's the best way to find wholesale products? I'd say go to a trade show, something like ASD or one that's local to you, and just go up to each distributor brand, have a good conversation, and you'll find some good stuff.
For sure.
Cool. Let's get it.
Danny, what's up?
How did
No,
Sawyer
don't
get
be an
into
individual. My bad.
selling grocery items on Amazon? Any hints there? Yeah, so to go back to a question I saw earlier that I didn't get to answer is about if you sell any items during Q4 that you don't usually sell throughout the rest of the year. That's me for grocery. So I buy seasonal grocery like chocolates, stuff like that, and it does very well. So look around into that.
Yeah, just be conscious that the seed oil alert isn't on seller amps and just avoid those ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the same as breaking into any other category.
Yep.
Is there any way to avoid IP complaints? So Seller makes it pretty easy, right? It's going to give you that warning whenever it's suspected across the brand. But more importantly than that, it pays to really know the data. It pays to be fluent with the information that you're given within Keepa to understand the history of the product, right? Understand that if there's a steep drop off in offer count, it's likely the case that there's going to be an IP complaint waiting for it on the other end of that, right? Yep. So just really start to get comfortable with what Keepa is showing you, and your business will be infinitely better off.
Another thing too is just I personally avoid pretty much every listing where the brand themselves sells on it. That's just pretty much asking for cease and desist, IP complaint, one of the two.
Unless it's wholesale though, and you're getting it from the brand.
Yeah, if you're getting it brand direct, it's different, but not in arbitrage.
It never makes sense though why that's the case. Right?
Yeah.
I just bought 3,000 units from a brand, but they're only owning like 40% of the buy box. It doesn't make any sense.
That's wild.
For RA, which scanning app can work? Seller amp, same as Chrome extension, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. No, don't be an individual selling account. You're gonna you lose a lot of the features of the professional one.
You also can't integrate with any software. That's a big one. You also can't get the buy box. So if you plan to do either of those things, and I hope you plan to get the buy box.
I think that's needed.
No video games, delete TikTok, delete Snapchat, read a book, and run up the bag.
It's okay to enjoy life sometimes, Miles.
No TikTok though, and Snapchat. Come on, Snapchat.
Yeah, no Snapchat.
Yeah, those
you
are.
Can't, you can't have TikTok. You can't have TikTok.
How can you tell if a product is PL by Keepa charts? If the brand's on it, that's a very, very telltale sign of it being private label. But also, if there's consistently 1 or 2 sellers on it, it really never goes above like 4 or 5. That's another like telltale sign that's to be private label.
But if SellerAmp has the private label alert on, it might be that it's just 2 sellers. So like if something's like Adidas, it's obviously not private label.
You honestly should just take that warning off because I feel like that just confuses more people than it's worth.
Well, yeah, I know.
It's just based on average seller count, which
usually
is private label.
It doesn't really do much, right? Because the average seller count's like pretty apparent, you know?
Low key, yeah. Well, so SellerAmp's going to give you a ton of features that other ones aren't. And you can try it out for free too. Seabridge is definitely, but you'll be
all the other ones are missing features that make you money. So
no, just upgrade your account on NFA Tools. Hit up the boys at Amazon Seller Central or Amazon Seller Help on Twitter and say, hook it up, fam.
Did we ever talk about what category to do in Q4? I don't think we did, right? Marianne's asking anything you're already selling, Marianne. So if you're already doing some clothes, that kind of stuff, that's gonna sell, right? So anything that's giftable is gonna sell well. If you haven't sold anything yet, then start looking into categories that are giftable. So that's toys, clothes, shoes, but also like makeup and chocolates and that kind of stuff. Anything that's giftable, look into that.
And then reverse engineer from the holidays, right? Start with Thanksgiving as a broad topic and go back and map back to specific products. I just don't really see the value in going category to category, right? Because I feel like categories are just so like arbitrary nowadays, right? Especially with how easy ungating has been and has become. I think there's so much value in reverse sourcing and pinpointing our sourcing rather than saying, oh, I'm going to look at grocery as a broad spectrum. How many aces should be a beginner strive to? That's the wrong. We got to rewire that thinking, my man. It's going to be how much you want to make or how much you want to spend, right? Either one of those two things is going to be a lot more valuable than a specific ace and count. Oh, look at that. Swagger. That's Fred.
Ripping the Giants,
So
unfortunately.
I actually got chirped by some woman who is an Eagles fan in the elevator.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know you're talking about.
46, some old lady.
But I mean, to finish that point, right? Because the main reason there is different ASINs are built not differently, but like different levels of quality. Some ASINs are going to bring you $1,000. Some ASINs may bring you 200. Some ASINs may bring you 400. Right? Corey actually put out a tweet again today that kind of summed up is you should be really aiming for a value of an ASIN rather than an ASIN number. Right? So whether that value be 400 or 500 or 300, set a target for each ASIN you bring in to contribute to your business output rather than a quantified number of inputs.
Can I FBM dangerous goods if I'm not in the program? Yes, you can. And that's actually how you get approved to get into the program. If you sell like 100, 200 units through FBM, you'll get approved.
Just make sure you're allowed to ship it. Like don't send in raid cans through first class. And
Speaking of that, a lot of people have been auto-ungating beauty too lately, which is awesome. Like the beauty category.
Cool.
Sweet.
Hi, my friends. I got to bounce.
All right, Garrett, you're going to the gym. What are you hitting?
Arms. Thursday.
All right. Are we playing fives with the people who take it really seriously after or no?
Dude, they actually got rid of the gym at LA. Hot take. They made it like a personal training facility. It's weird.
Pool Max?
Oh, pool's still there. Yeah, for sure.
Pool Max. Okay, good. Cool. Take it easy.
Guys.
Cool, sweet. Yeah, so we'll. Do you guys love Latinas?
Why did you read that?
Jared, right there.
Frank asked, I'm a new seller. Even if I break even on products to get good reviews and experience thoughts, I would not do that. I would only be buying profitable stuff. And getting reviews on Amazon is very difficult. You're going to have to sell a couple hundred units before you get your first review.
Y'all boys legendary. Appreciate you guys. They wouldn't let me cart size. Let me just do a couple orders because you can do combined invoices too, Lost. What's your motivation behind helping others with their Amazon business? I want to get rich. And subsequently, if I help enough of you guys get what you want, and you'll use our software, you might check out some of the other stuff. I'll get to meet you, build future projects in the future. I don't know a better way to get what I want than to help as many people get what you guys want. And the internet's provided that type of scale and leverage where we think we can get that to you guys next couple of years. Yeah, probably no cheesesteak family. Yeah, unfortunately.
Let's see. So many clothing items looking similar. Do you have any confirming if you have the right item? Check like the fabric blends and stuff on the listings. That's what you can usually do. But if to be honest, if you can't tell the difference and you're like inspecting everything and like it is like 99% of the same item, it's not typically going to be noticed. Just double check when you get the item in hand as well.
Damn. Okay, Yusuf, you got to go watch the stream from 2 days ago and follow exactly what Billy says down to the T. Like potentially, like you got to start planning the South American excursion for like 8 months now if it works and everything. Like you gotta dial that in.
Go to Argentina.
Well, Guatemala was the recommendation, so that shows you haven't watched. Come on.
Oh, I'm lacking.
Yeah. You also did circumvent that like a demon, right there. Cool, sweet. All right. Best advice to track gift card balances. Ooh, super good one right there. Some sort of spreadsheet that your brain agrees with. Basically, any thoughts on that, fellas?
I agree with that. I mean, what I personally do is just have a spreadsheet of every gift card I've used, and I just have them all listed for each different store. And then if I get an order cancel, I'll just have to go back, check when I put the date on there too, which is a big thing. You don't want to have like 1,000 gift cards and have no clue when the dates are. It's a good task for VA to go through and check all the balances every once in a while.
Yep.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't do your cogs based on what you paid on like whatever you're logging your costs. Just take the difference between what you actually spent and the money you bought at the end of the year as profit. It'll save you so much bookkeeping headache.
Well, damn, they're chirping sorry for the wall color. Yeah, that wall color is a little bit of a hot take.
This was built before I was born.
Oh, man. Can you explain the 80-20 rule a little more? Yeah, man. So with anything in life, like you're going to get the majority of your results from a small set of your inputs. Like it's the same way with selling on Amazon. Like a certain amount of your ASINs are going to make the majority of your profit. A small amount of the supplier is going to make the majority of your products and sales that you buy. Your best ASINs are going to make the majority of your money right there. So like, you got to identify those good ones. And that takes a lot of testing and then really double down. Like a lot of the money during Q4 is made on core ASINs that you can just really wealth on.
Adrian, best state from the tax-free states for prep centers? I would say Delaware or New Hampshire. Anything on the East Coast is going to be better than Montana and Oregon. I posted a thread on that today or yesterday, so go give that a read.
Cool. What are ASINs? Amazon Standard Identification Number. There, cool. Sweet guys. Oh yeah, my bad.
TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and Nike Store and Outlet don't give you the lid for Shoebox anymore. Now I can't source shoes for Amazon. So I'm not too experienced with TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but I'm guessing the Nike store you're going to is a Nike clearance store and not a Nike factory store. And you need to be going to the factory store if you want the boxes with lids on them.
Pickle Rick FBA. Come on, tap in. Pickle Rick FBA. What else would it be? What else would it be that I can read? Cool. All right, sweet. So we're going to hop off for today. Make sure you get registered for the Black Friday Sprint. Free training we're hosting next Wednesday, showing you step by step. I'll drop a link. It's also the link in the description right there. And then a lot of you guys should be getting a repricer set up too. I dropped a repricer beginning tutorial on YouTube as well right there. Follow these gents here as well. Fields of Profit.
Sweet.
I am Dylan.
See you guys at the training on Wednesday. It'll be a bunch of fun.
Have a great night, everyone.
See you guys.
Good night, guys.